broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, AfterBuzzers. My name is Kylie Hodges. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button on our YouTube page and give us that thumbs up, because without your support, we can't have fantastic after shows like this. And I am more than excited to bring you the spotlight on of a very, very special gentleman. His name is Rahart Adams, and you might know him from Every Which Way or even the Nowhere Boys. I would like to introduce you all to Australian actor Rahart Adams.
Thanks.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Great. Thank you so much for joining me. It is such a hot day.
It is so hot outside. I wore all black thinking that I was stylish, but it was such a mistake. It was so hot outside.
Now, you've been in Los Angeles for a little while, so you're used to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, not this time around. I've only been here for like, I don't know, like less than 24 hours, probably like 15 hours I've been in LA right now, but I just came from Miami, which is even hotter.
They got that humidity.
Oh, it's so hot over there, but luckily when we're in the studio you don't feel that stuff, so yeah.
So I want to talk to you about Every Which Way, because you just wrapped season 4, like within 24 hours, right?
Yeah, we literally wrapped, I was a little bit longer than 24 hours ago. It was on Saturday.
Oh.
And what is it, Tuesday today?
Yeah, we'll just round down.
Monday, Tuesday, something
hours.
like that. Yeah, we just wrapped that, and that was a really, bittersweet sort of experience. You know, wrapping a show that you've been on for 3 seasons and been really close to everyone for almost a year now, 6 days a week, day in, day out. It was it's pretty sad to say bye to them, but exciting for the the new opportunities and the doors that have opened up for me. So
yeah, so go into that. What's next for you?
Oh, so I'm actually flying home in a couple hours to film the Nowhere Boys movie.
Very exciting.
That will, I'm pretty sure, end my character's journey on that show. I'm not sure. Oh, he's not getting killed off or anything.
Oh.
I don't. Well, at least I don't think so.
You don't have the script yet, though.
No, I do.
Okay.
But I don't know what might happen after that.
Sure.
But I'm pretty sure that this might also be the end of Nowhere Boys at the end of this year. That'll spell the end of 2 TV series that I've been on for the past couple of years this year. So, yeah. What
can you tell me about season 4 for Every Which Way? Any spoilers?
Put simply, for all the kids out there that have been watching it since season 1, even if you haven't been watching it from season 1, and you're a new fan of the show, put simply, expect the unexpected. It's something completely different to every other season that we've aired before, and there's a lot more new drama. And what I mean by that is our characters are growing up, just like our audiences are, and with that comes a whole new set of issues with drama, comedy, all that kind of stuff, new romances, etc., etc. There's a whole lot of new things on the show that you just wouldn't expect.
If you could write an ending for your character, what would you have him doing?
I know what the ending is for my show.
Can you give him like a future, like a life 5 years from now?
Okay, so if the show wasn't ending now,
yeah,
and the show finished in like 5 years or something,
sure.
And it was like a long thing. We go to college. There's like a Iridium High, but like college sort of thing. I don't know. Jax would probably be still a rebel. He'd still be doing what he does. He would probably be at college studying something really cool. I have no idea. That's such a hard question. Like, where's Jackson?
That was me trying to sneak spoilers.
Yeah. Oh, sneaky. Yeah.
You did good. Your lips are sealed.
Thank you.
Do you have a favorite moment behind the scenes?
Favorite moments. In terms of favorite moments, I can't help but say that the favorite moments for me on set are the ones where, you know, acting isn't acting. It's just being there and doing what you love doing. And you know, I feel like when I'm working with the cast, and it becomes like that, all of a sudden it clicks into that mode where it's not work. All of a sudden, when they yell action, it's not work anymore. It's you're just doing what you love doing. Those are the best moments for me.
I think that is called living the dream. Last time I checked.
Yeah. I'm living my dream. It's a crazy thing to say, and I've never said that out loud, but that's crazy.
Do you feel like it? Do you feel like you're doing what you dreamed of doing?
Yeah. Ever since I was a kid, I've wanted to do this. It's I grew up watching Nickelodeon, so it's crazy knowing that my little brother is growing up watching Nickelodeon too, but watching my show.
Yeah.
That's, to me, I feel so blessed. That is living the dream for me.
So when you were watching Nickelodeon as a kid, what was your favorite show and who was your favorite actor?
I didn't have any favorite actors per se because I didn't know I wanted to be an actor when I was younger.
What did you want to be then?
The usual stuff like any kid wants to be, like a doctor or a firefighter or a policeman. You know, the things that you grow up reading kids' books and you're like, wow, I want to do that. That's what I was thinking of doing when I was younger. I mean, I grew up watching my dad, you know, work long hours, you know, long hours just to keep the family afloat and all that kind of stuff. So I always thought that I'd be doing the same thing as Dad, you know, working in the restaurants and stuff. But I just so happened to be the different one in the family who decided to take a different path, and it's a good beginning. Yeah.
Walk me through what happened. At what point did you think, I'm pursuing acting? Here I am.
You know, at one point I've never actually decided to pursue it. You know what I mean? Like in terms of just deciding one day I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna learn about acting and all that kind of stuff. Truth be told, I haven't learned a single thing about this industry through schooling. You know, not one thing I've learned from acting or this industry as a whole has been taught to me through college or through school or any kind of, you know, learning facility aside from taking the classes every now and then. Everything that I've learned in this industry is from working, and it's crazy that I even got a job in the first place. I'm so grateful because it only takes one person to say yes. It only takes one person to say yes, and that's when your journey begins, and I think that's when it started for me.
What was your reaction when you booked your first big acting gig?
It was crazy because my parents knew that I booked the role before I did, and they didn't want to tell me. They wanted the casting director or whoever it was that was telling me at the time. They wanted them to tell me. They wanted me to experience that. And so it was a real struggle for my parents not to tell me for like 3 weeks. They knew so much longer before I did. They kept it a secret.
Yeah.
It was one of the lead roles on Nowhere Boys for Sam. Was one of my first big roles, and that's what I consider to be one of my first big roles. And I remember. I don't remember where I was. I just remember getting a phone call from my mum and dad, well, calling them, sorry, and saying, I got the role, and mum was like, I knew that already. Congratulations! Like, yeah.
I would have been crazy. Mad that they were holding a secret from me.
I mean, I was upset, but like I got it.
Yeah,
I understood.
In the grand scheme of things,
I was like, yeah, it's cool. That's fine. Yeah.
So you've done like fantasy and sci-fi, but you've also done a soap opera.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite genre?
No, not really. I don't really have a favorite genre of movie. I'll tell you why. It's because for me, acting is more of a craft. It's more of an art form, and I feel like, you know, as soon as we start to generalize an art form, it's where it no longer stays an art form. And I just love watching good shows. it's so hard to explain because I can watch House of Cards and be like, I love that show. I can watch Game of Thrones. I love that show. But then I can also tune in to like iCarly and be like, I love that show. You know, I'm not a genre specific kind of guy. It's more of a, you know, I love watching art, creativity. I love watching that being portrayed. So,
can you give me one actor in the industry who you really admired and tried to emulate yourself after?
Hugh Jackman, without a doubt.
Why is that?
Hugh Jackman. He, for me, in my opinion, is the definition of humble. You know, through all the success that he's had, he's still been able to keep himself humble, raise a family, have a great marriage, and do what he loves doing. And to me, that is goals. That is, if there's anyone I look up to in this industry, it's him. I'd love to meet him one day and tell him that in person. Yeah,
I love him.
Yeah.
If there was a Wolverine reboot, would you be like, please sign me up?
Are you kidding?
Is that a no-brainer?
Is that even a question? If there was a Wolverine reboot, and I was even in the train of thought in the casting director's mind at the time, I would be working my butt off to make sure that I got that role.
I could see it. I could see you in like an X-Men.
Yeah?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah?
You've got that, like, if they did like the college days one again.
Yeah?
You know?
Well, maybe in the future.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully
future of the
somebody's
past.
watching this, and maybe, you know, in the future, and you want to do a Wolverine reboot.
Here's your guy.
Hey,
Raw hard, everyone.
I'm from Australia, just like Hugh Jackman, so who knows?
Perfect.
Right?
Even though he does an American accent in the...
He does, but still, like, whatever. Make him Aussie.
So speaking of Australia, do you have an opinion on how the Australian industry, entertainment industry, might differ from the American industry?
It's quite, it's very different. It's very, very different. And I didn't understand why all the Aussies were coming to America to work and to do all that kind of stuff, to live the dream in America, when I thought you could just do it in Australia.
Sure.
Until I made the move over here and until I started working here, and I get it now.
What is the biggest difference to you?
I feel like at home it's not as much of an art form.
Really?
You know? I don't, and it's hard to explain why, because on the shows that I've worked on in Australia, it has been an art form. Like, everyone is so passionate about it. But the moment you step out of the set, it's like, you work on a TV show, cool.
Wow.
But it's not like, I love that though.
They're just laid back about everything.
They're laid back about that. It's more, they're not as obsessive over fame and popularity and being on TV as there is an obsession over here about it.
Yeah, it's a big thing here.
Yeah, I guess working over here, the biggest difference is that there's a lot more people trying to do it over here. And the industry is a lot bigger. It's a whole different kind of monster over here. It's like, I thought the ocean for work back at home was big. It's just a tiny little puddle in comparison to the ocean of work over here, and the possibilities. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, that's the biggest difference, I'd say.
What is one of the strangest things that you think Americans do?
Mix anything and everything with food. And I'll tell you why. I mean,
Okay.
It's a great, like, it's great.
Are we
I'm
talking
not
like
gonna
mixing
lie.
mayo and ketchup? Or like...
No, I love that. That's still weird. I love it because
think it's weird too.
it's really weird. But like, have you ever tried that with fries? It's really nice.
Oh, it's amazing.
But I remember when I had a peanut butter jelly sandwich for the first time. That's normal for you guys, but it was
childhood.
like, it was so weird for me
Really?
to have it for the first time. I had it, and it's just peanut butter and jam. We call it jam where I'm
Right.
from, and just squashed in between two pieces of bread, and it's really nice.
I've had one. They're great.
Yeah. You've had one? Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah, they're
That's
pretty
good. It's
tasty.
great,
I'm
yeah.
glad that you appreciate our fine cuisine.
I do, but then like there's other things like fried Oreos that I didn't even know existed.
Ooh,
That's
yeah, those
crazy.
are pretty good, aren't they?
I can walk down an aisle in a shopping center the size of the airport that's just
Right.
filled with candy.
Right.
Like that, I think is crazy.
That's not a thing in Australia. You guys don't appreciate candy
It's like
the way we do.
no, we love candy. There's only like 3 kinds though. It's just like a wall this big of candy. That's as much candy as you'll find.
Well, come to America and we have peanut butter jellies and candy
So
stores.
much candy for days.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we're doing really healthy things for you out here.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite fan interaction with either shows, any of the shows or projects you've worked on?
What do you mean by fan interaction?
Like a fangirl of Every Which Way who stopped you on the street and like her reaction or his reaction was just so memorable.
I've had some crazy like encounters with some fans, but like in a nice way, like in a nice, really sweet, humble way. I was once, and this is not too long ago, I was at the Melbourne Zoo, and I was with one of my best mates, his little brother, and another friend of mine, and we were walking around the zoo, having a nice day. You know, I hadn't been there since I was a child, so I was really excited, and I completely forgot that it was school holidays. So there was a lot of
Busy.
kids there. Yeah, there was a lot of kids, and I completely forgot that it was school holidays, and so I went into the zoo, and all of a sudden it was like I was an animal at the zoo. You know, all these kids were bringing out their phones, and they had no shame. They brought their phones and they went right up to my face, like rah rah. And it was really nice, but
How did it feel? Were you overwhelmed?
it's a bit overwhelming at first, but you know, and this is the good thing about Australia as well. You remember how I said that everyone's like, oh, you're on a TV show, cool. You know, once you say, hey guys, you know, once you take some photos and stuff, they kind of, you know, they're satisfied. And it's done and dusted, and you can get on with your day.
Wow.
So yeah,
I don't know why more celebrities like the ultra super celebs don't live in Australia.
Right?
They wouldn't have to worry about any of the things they worry about in LA.
Come down to Melbourne.
Yeah.
It's different. Yeah.
The living sounds easy.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first movie you ever saw in movie theaters?
Whoa. That is
I didn't mean to blow your mind with that question.
That really did. But I just got a flashback of like 100 different movies. No, I don't. No, but one of my earliest memories of going to the cinema.
Cinema, sorry.
Oh yeah, see, look, there's another thing. Yeah, cinema, theater. What do you guys call it?
Movie theater.
Movie theater. Yeah. So one of my
call them
first
the talkies.
one of the first memories I had was going to the movie theater with my dad. He used to have a cafe and a swimming pool in Mildura, which is like a country town.
Okay.
In like outback Australia. He had, and it's so far away from where we live, we'd have to drive like 5 or 6 hours to get there.
Wow.
And I wanted to go with Dad so bad. I was probably like 5 or 6. I wanted to go with him so bad, just to drive with him down to the cafe in the middle of nowhere. And so we stayed there for the night. We stayed in that city for the night, and that night we went and saw Men in Black. And it was like this tiny little, like, it wasn't even a theater. It was just like a hall with seats in it, and like plastic chairs and a white screen that they project the movie onto.
I hope you didn't pay for that.
No, we did. We got popcorn, we got candy, we got everything. But I
that
loved
sounds
it.
fun, though.
I loved it, and it was just me and my dad, and it was one of my favorite memories. Yeah.
And a good movie choice. Men in Black is a
Right?
classic.
Yeah.
Do you have a celebrity crush?
I used to have all these celebrity crushes when I was younger. I used to crush on Selena Gomez when I was younger.
Valid.
I mean, who doesn't have a
can
crush on
still,
Selena
if you
Gomez?
want,
I still
be
have a crush on Selena Gomez. Becky G.
Oh,
Yeah, she's really cute.
she's a cutie.
Ariana Grande, I think she's really cute. These aren't crushes per se. I'm just saying I think they're cute. But
They're
yeah,
all watching, and they're going to call you after this. So.
wow, that just hit me. I hope they do.
Hi, Ariana. Hi, Selena.
Hey guys, what's up?
Is it true that I saw that you play piano? You're a pianist.
Yeah.
You gonna start a band? You gonna do anything with that?
Who knows? I mean, playing piano is an art form to me, just like acting, just like painting is an art form to me. I just get creative with things, no matter what it is. I just get creative with it, and it was sparked at a really young age for me. I started playing piano when I was like 4 or 5, and I don't do it like to make music. I just do it for fun. It's really relaxing for me. It's really personal for me. So who knows? Maybe it might be in the books one day. I might make a couple songs. Who knows?
And 10 years from now, what am I going to see from you?
10 years from now. 10 years from now. Who knows? Who knows? I have got a lot of goals that I want to achieve.
Yeah?
And a lot quicker than 10 years, though. I want to be at that.
Can you name 2?
Goals?
Yeah.
Ultimate goals?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. They're so personal. It's so personal. It's like one of those things, like, as soon as you say it.
Oh, you think you're going to jinx it?
Yeah.
See, I feel the opposite. I feel like I'm a talker, but I put everything out in the universe.
I don't know why, but that was just like, to me, I was just about to say it, and something was like, no.
You feel like I'm reading your diary now.
Yeah.
All right. I can respect that.
No, thank you. Thank you for respecting that. Yeah.
Keep those goals in mind.
Oh,
Focus
I've got
on
them. I tell you what, I've got them written on a piece of paper, and they're on my wall at home on my desk, right next to my desk, and I've achieved more than half of them in the past year that I thought that I would only achieve in 5 years. So it's going a lot quicker than I thought.
Wow.
And, I have to add things to that list
all
the time. So I'm constantly striving for more, constantly trying to be better, focusing on my craft and work. So hopefully those goals, no, not hopefully, they will be achieved one day. Yeah.
To anybody who's listening that has similar goals or wants to be when they grow up, what would you tell them?
Persevere and persist. Anything is achievable when you work hard at it. Anything. You want to be the president, you can be the president. You want to be an actor, you can be an actor. I did it. It's hard work pays off, and I learned that from my dad, and it's very, very, very true. Hard work pays off. Persistence and perseverance. Yeah.
I think motivational speaking should be on the next on the goal for you. I'm feeling very inspired right now.
Oh, great, good. That's good.
For everybody watching, can you tell them where they can find you on social media?
Yeah, so for those watching out there, hit me up on Twitter at Rahat Adams, Rahat_Adams, and then chuck me a follow on Instagram at Rahat_Adams. Yeah, that's it. That's the official one. At Rahat Adams on Twitter and Instagram.
Chuck me a follow. Did I say it right?
Yeah, chuck me a follow. What, is that
I
not
love
a
that.
thing here?
I'm going to make it a thing now.
Yeah, make it a thing.
We're going to say
Trend
cinemas.
Is that a thing?
Chuck me. What?
Trend. Can you
get it
trend
trending?
it? Yeah, get it trend. Is that a thing?
Hashtag chuck me a follow.
Yeah,
let's get that trending.
Chuck me a follow.
So you guys can chuck me a follow on Twitter at @Kylie Hodges or Instagram just at Kylie Hodges. Rahart, it was such a pleasure to have you in here today, and I hope you cross off all those goals on your list.
Thank you.
And tell everybody when they can start watching Every Which Way Season 4.
Every Which Way Season 4 premieres July 6th. Make sure you watch that. Some crazy stuff is going to happen. Expect the unexpected.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.